view compensation rollout plan, where we can see, we can view to whom your compensation plan has been rolled out. So view. Okay. Now see, you see here, employees receiving compensation plan, employees not receiving compensation plan. You're seeing two employees who are actually receiving compensation plan. So these are the two employees who actually received this plan, and we'll see who employees have not received and why they have not received. So that is how you will be actually, I think we have done this for one of the plan earlier. I think it's a merit plan, I believe. For merit plan, we did the same process, but the eligibility rule and the organization was different. Okay, so if you see here, for employees for whom this plan has not assigned, employee names you have seen and the position they have seen, and the reason why this has not got initiated to them is compensation change for David Nicole and compensation change for this guy are actually in process, in pending. Their compensation changes are currently in pending stage. That is the reason why these bonus plan that we have created and initiated is not assigned to them. If there are no pending business process related to compensation, these employees would have also got this bonus plan initiation that we have made. Clear? Any questions, Mudit?
No, I think it's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Workday, it's in a way, it's all task and this thing pretty
Yes. Everything is
straightforward.
related to tasks only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is no kind of the complex navigation that you need to direct and get into that downstream page. Everything is
Yeah.
task related only. The one you enter in search bar, it will return actually. Okay. So that is about assigning anything related to plans, any plan, be it bonus, be it merit, be it stock, be it any kind of alliance plan, anything you wanted to get initiated, you'll be actually the creating that and preparing an eligibility rule. Eligibility rule is a kind of important one. So if you wanted to have it specific for this group, that is actually important, which you can assign that to specific organizations or specific group of people and all. So if you're not giving any kind of eligibility rule, which means that this bonus plan should be applicable for all the across all the organization. You wanted to have this, but if you wanted to have it to specific for your own organization, you can have that mentioned and triggered actually. Okay, this is one of the way that we'll be actually carrying out all the plans to employees actually. and in such a way you can actually do for any other business, any other plan actually. So um, now kind of question. So what type of bonus plans can be created? One is amount, the other one is unit, the other one is, let's say, matrix, and the other one is percentage. Amount, unit, matrix, and percentage. Among this, which can be actually created? Amount, unit, matrix, and percent. Among all these, what type of bonus plans can be created with these?
Okay. So we already have percent, so I know percent is there, but technically all can be, amount can be created. Why not?
So when you're actually creating bonus plan, so you can create them only these with these two, percent and
Correct,
amount. You
correct.
remember when you're actually creating bonus plan,
Yes, yes.
there was a pop-up with a radio buttons, which is actually asking percentage based and amount based. And when initiating the bonus process, so what all you can include? You can include which of the following? Like when I say following, one is promotion, the other one is stock awards, the other one is talent succession plan or assessment. Yes, assessment, talent assessment. And which among this you can assign when you wanted to initiate a bonus process? Exceptions, that remove, sorry, stock award exceptions, that remove.
Yeah, you can do stock award, you can do exceptions.
Yes, stock awards is one thing which you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other two are actually out of the compensation initiation process. Matrix, talent. This is actually remove employees from the process is not you'll consider when you're actually initiating bonus plan. This is actually when you wanted to do a kind of eligibility rule. There you'll be seeing that excluding employees from the
Yeah.
process. So that you'll be doing as part of eligibility rule, but not during initiating the bonus process.
Mhm.
Okay, that covers bonus initiating the bonus process and all. And generally you have to keep one thing in mind, like workday bonus plan can include the option to pull in factors such as employee performance, company performance in the calculation, and or a kind of guidance for the manager entering the awards to the direct reports. So these are all the three factors that will be considered. So primary thing is employee and the company performance. Another thing is manager involvement in entering the entering the award to their direct reports based on their whatever you say, uh, performance kind of things, factors that can be considered and all. So these are the three things that can be considered while I'm going with initiating the bonus process or any other process.
Okay.
Clear. And now a kind of compensation matrix we can also create. And there is a task which will be asking about all the weighted items of related to compensation and rating scale. So you'll not specifically use it anywhere, but yeah, we'll create that and see how it works. So generally, the business case for this kind of activities would be we'll be creating a weighted matrix to be added to the bonus plan, and the matrix is based on the employee management level and the performance review, where it can be used in the process to calculate the bonus plan and individual employee targets, kind of things, which you can consider when you're actually creating the bonus plan. Now let's create one of the compensation matrix and see what are all the options that are there. So these are all the tasks which will be helpful for you when you're actually doing core configuration related to advanced. So these are all the tasks which will allow you to select the group of employees or select the group of the plans or select the kind of criteria that you wanted to assign a plan to employees. So if you're aware of these tasks and way of handling those tasks, then that's all you require to perform core advanced compensation stuff. Okay, now create compensation matrix is the task. Include comp ratio eligibility rules. We'll be getting those eligibility rules there. Include pay range segment. If you wanted to assign any kind of segments, based on comp grade, you can assign. I will just go with this one and see what options we'll be getting after that. Generally, there should be an eligibility rule. I don't know why eligibility rule is not enabled here. Should we get it here? Okay, so we didn't get that eligibility rule. So here you'll be actually specifying your this thing for unsatisfactory, what is the kind of thing that you need to give, and for top performance, what kind of percentage that you need to give. All those things you'll be defining in compensation matrix task, which you're seeing here. So I don't want it to give any percentage for unsatisfactory or needs improvement. Meets expectations, I wanted to give kind of 90%. 90, 90. So there will be a kind of ratings every as per every organization standards. So if your rating is 3, which is meeting this thing, we'll be giving 90%, and if it is 4, exceeds the kind of expectations, we'll be giving it as 100. And if it is 5, outstanding performance, we'll be giving it as for placement issue, we'll give it as 100. For promotions, we'll give it as 105 because employee is getting promoted, right? We'll be giving it as 105. Same here, 105. With high potential, with four exceeding expectations, we'll keep it as 1110. Outstanding, 10, promotable 120. If employee is promoting with this rating, it's 120, and high potential, we'll give it as 125. 125. And this is how, if someone asks you to do a kind of matrix configuration related to compensation based on performance factors, okay, so this is the task. Create compensation matrix is the task that you need to consider and have it all the matrix to be created for each of the kind of performance factors that we are having, and you'll be setting up like this. So the task that you can choose is create compensation matrix, the task. Perfect. Any questions?
No, no, not so far.
So when you're actually doing any kind of bonus plan with performance factors configurations, you need to keep in mind that when setting up your compensation process to include compensation matrix, whatever we have created now, the merit, stock, and bonus plans can call using a compensation matrix to provide guidance to the planner. So who is a planner generally? Generally, a manager will be a kind of planner who will be actually assigning you the bonus plan or whatever the compensation plans as part of review process. Manager is the person who will be actually performing all the rating process and will be assigning that to team member. So if you are using any kind of rating scale either in the compensation matrix or the performance tab of the grid, the performance review must be completed to pull the information. Okay, that is one thing you need to know. And you can pull into the grid performance ratings for in progress performance reviews by including the read only field called custom performance current performance rating, which is a kind of common field to include in the compensation column of the grid. So it will mostly provide you the recently completed or in progress performance review of the employee. So that is one thing generally you need to consider whenever you are creating or assigning a bonus plan to performance factors. So and if you're already completed with performance reviews but your compensation review process is not pulling the information into the grid, it may be like because of the date that it is not picking the right value. The performance review has a period end date similar to the compensation review process period end date, and the performance review end date must fall within the compensation review process period. Then only you will be seeing the value getting picked up. Okay,
Okay.
that is one thing that you'll be actually generally every administrator who will be actually doing will be considering all this, the configuration part and all when you're actually creating compensation matrix part.
Mhm.
That is one thing which is this is actually a kind of straightforward thing, defining compensation matrix with the different performance factors is a kind of a straightforward activity which you can do when you actually initiate the merit process, and based on that it will be allocated to team member.
Yeah. What was the task name once again?
Create compensation matrix is the task.
Oh, straightforward. Okay.
Mm. So where you'll be having all the performance factors at tenant
Mm,
level, whatever it would be based on your organization tenant level configurations,
yeah.
whatever ratings that are linked to performance module are configured there, which you can use it for your having compensation matrix for that one.
And is there a task to view existing comp metrics or the older?
See, all those whatever exist, those are available in compensation matrix. Okay, whatever are available, you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, I just looked up. I don't have create comp metrics for sure. It's not
Oh,
giving me
okay,
any result. I
okay.
was, I want to
So
see if I
you're not able to access the task, or
no, yeah, the task is not visible to me.
oh, then I think you're not a kind of security group configured for you. So you don't have proxy access as well.
In non-production I have, not in production, it's turned off.
Then you can actually go to the non-production proxy as one of the comp administrator, and you should be able to manage all these tasks actually.
Yeah. In non-production I can do anything I want.
Mm-hmm. Production, I think at this moment, don't try to do any kind of changes. Once you are confident in performing those configurations in sandbox and implementation, then at least in the initial stage, you can check with the one of your manager that you're going to make this change in production. So will it be okay with the process that they used to manage every comp process and all. So until unless you
Yeah.
get some fine understanding in non-production tenant, don't get that into production tenant. And even if you're doing in production, get someone monitored your changes, so that if anything
No,
goes
in
wrong.
production I'll never be doing as per my role. Plus they have like Splunk deployed, right?
Uh-huh, okay.
So it tells where each user is clicking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So then, if you're not having access in production tenant, how do you have in non-production tenant? So generally,
Non-production they've given me proxy. Proxy is there, right? So I can
hmm,
proxy admin, I can proxy anyone
oh,
I
through
want.
proxy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine then. That should be okay then. And similarly, you can whenever you wanted to go with compensation matrix, you have to maintain the same what we have created. And according to whatever we have seen like compensation matrix, similarly there is a concept called scorecard kind of things, which you can actually create them, and we'll create one sample scorecard and see how we can add that scorecard to the bonus plan. Okay, so edit the bonus plan that we have created. Edit bonus plan. Effective date yesterday. Bonus plan is the one that we've created. Edit this one.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you, is there a way that to game
Mm-hmm.
Splunk?
What is this Splunk actually?
So Splunk is a like a software, right? Which you can
Mm-hmm.
integrate with Workday, and it tells where a user. It tells basically give you the user activity. So if
Okay.
I click wherever I clicked on the instance, right, it sends a
Mm-hmm.
report like that.
Okay. So now you're asking whether we can manage the Splunk. Is that your question?
Yeah. I mean, I was curious because even I don't have access. I mean, I don't know how it does it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if it will tell you that Mudit logged in into a system, Mudit looked up to Amit, and Mudit looked up to Amit's comp. Right?
Hmm.
It tells you this level of detail.
So basically, even in Workday also we can do that. Not sure why they've gone for additional software. In Workday, we have a kind of data source called user activity. Okay. So you can report all the changes, all the activities on a user who is performing in Workday. Any transaction that user is performing, there is a task called create just report. So you have a data source called user activity. Whatever your Splunk is doing,
Mm-hmm.
this data source will be actually doing the same activity.
Oh, okay. User activity.
So the data source user activity returns one row for each activity. The data source will show the task and business process user has executed. So what task that user has gone, compensation you're saying, right? So whatever user has gone into this data source will return first 50,000 results. Filtering you perform after workday searches, the data source will only act on initial 50,000 results returned by the search. Okay, so based on employee logging activity. Okay, so whatever employee is doing in the tenant, he has logged in, logged out, and where he is going to perform those things and all those things will be tracked, and first 50,000 rows of the things will be returned actually. And basically what we used to do with the previous customer is we used to actually schedule this report every day. It used to run 2 times, and it used to send to data management team. They'll be actually looking at the thing, and will identify which employee is going to which profile other than their profile, and um, viewing any kind of sensitive information related to personal, related to compensation, related to payroll. All these things will be noting, and will be sending a kind of warning letters to employees. They should not be repeating kind of things in an email. HR will be sending.
Okay.
So I think your Splunk also should be doing the same. It will be tracking with the screenshots which profile or which object in compensation the other employee has been monitoring or watching kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure.
Mm. So you can do that within Workday also. Not a
Mm-hmm.
problem. So now I've edited the compensation one, company funding scorecard. Let's take any of the existing one which we have created in our last session. And rounding rule. Generally, we'll do that rounding part. Oh, what happened? Cancel. Rounding up nearest to one. Rounding up to nearest one. Yeah, this would be actually when there is a different decimals that will be populating on the bonus plan. This will be rounding to nearest to one value, which will be actually executing the performance factors. Bonus plan with multiple factors. So here compensation compensation matrix for individual perform compensation matrix for individual. Where is that? matrix for quartile performance factor single target satisfactory. Okay, so whatever that for that particular matrix that we have created, right? So we can select that compensation matrix. Actually, I don't know what name that we have given during creation of compensation matrix. Typically, but the reason why I'm editing the business process is bonus plan is you can actually add the funding plan, and also the you can also assign the compensation matrix that we have created earlier. All those things you can assign to the benefit plan. Actually, bonus plan, sorry, bonus plan and benefit plan are similar terms. Compensation funding scorecard. Just one. Performance factors. Multiple. So whatever matrix that we have created, bonus matrix, I don't know what name that we have given. Bonus matrix, single target, compensation matrix, compensation. I don't know what is the matrix that we have created. Generally, multiple targets. Generally, those matrix, you can call it here, and you can specify whatever that you'll be actually choosing here, and similarly compensation scorecards also. So you'll be giving a kind of weight. And it actually give the scorecard information also. Compensation scorecard. Total weight, whatever you have given here, 50-50, that will be calculated to 100%, and it will be actually going with the 100% percentage, and will be initiating to the whenever you are actually initiating this thing, that will be assigned to employee. Okay, that's how you typically add scorecard and the compensation matrix, whatever you have configured with the rating, right? That you will be assigning to the bonus plan that you have created. You've created actually. That's how typically you follow that thing. Okay. So not only the bonus, since we have taken today bonus, we were seeing this one, but generally anything other than bonus plan like stock, merit, allowance, a salary, hourly, anything, if you wanted to go with, you can select them and you can perform that thing actually.